Okay, we are live.
Hey crafters, welcome to This Crafty Life Live, the show where two crafters spend an hour feeding their passions of all things crafty, and they bring you guys along for the ride. Now, before we get started today, if you have any questions or any show ideas, please feel free to email us at ThisCraftyLifeLive@gmail.com. Now, let me introduce our hostesses to you today. First of all, we have Maymay. I gotta fix that. That's not good.
I love his nervous laugh. What?
And then the hard thing is I can't figure out how to fix it. There it is.
He'll get it. He's got a little double talk going on. I can introduce me.
Now I got it. Sorry about that. Anyway, you guys know Maymay. You probably recognize her from her YouTube channel where she makes some great videos. She does everything from paper crafting to upcycle projects. She also designs her own fun line of clear stamps and has a stamp club that you can be a part of, as well as a scripture art journal type of stamp club as well. And did I mention to you that she loves her some Periscope? She is certainly an addict of that fine application. But everybody say hello to Maymay.
Hey, guys.
Then you guys know Melody Lane, and I'm sure you recognize her from her YouTube channel as well, where she does some amazing projects and tutorials and some really, really good, fun hauls. She's also a Cricut product expert, so she can answer all your Cricut questions. She designs her own line of digital paper, and also she's pretty famous for some amazing giveaways on her Patreon channel. So everybody say hello to Melody Lane. Now, the links to all of Maymay and Melody's social media sites will be in the show notes below. Now, I'll be monitoring the chat, so if you guys have any questions or comments, give me a shout out, let me know where you're from, and ask any questions. And at different times during the show, we'll pause for a second and ask those questions so you can get your answers. All right, ladies, tell us what's on the show today.
We have so much for you guys today, and we might just tear up the internet because we have so many folks in here and we're all using so much Wi-Fi, so we'll see what happens. We're just going to go with it. But before we jump into the show too much, I want to introduce our moderator, and that is my better half. That's Vinny. And he is going to, like he said, he'll be in the chat. There he is. Wave for us, Vinny. He's going to be in the chat, and he's going to be looking at questions that you guys might have for us. And just to let you know today, Melody's also going to be monitoring the chat because we feel like you guys will probably have a lot of questions for our guests. And I want to tell you real quick about our guests and how today's show is going to kind of work. If you remember, Melody and I did hashtag ThisCraftyLife for March because March was National Crafting Month. Well, we had a lot of people participate and put up projects and put hashtags ThisCraftyLife on it so we could see them. Well, we went through and we found some projects we think you guys are really going to like to look at a little more in detail. And so we've invited 3 great crafters on the show. So we're going to do that today. You're going to have a lot of fun with that. I think we're going to be real casual, just chat about crafting and what we love and show you those projects. We also have a guest for next week. Melody, tell us who next week's guest is.
Next week we have Jenny from Craft Test Dummies. Not next week, our next show, which is in 2 weeks, on April 11th. So I'm really excited to have her on the show.
I really am too. I have been watching Jenny for a very, very long time, and I love the way she tests out a product.
Yeah. I don't know how long she's been on, but I think I've watched her from the beginning. I really like the way she reviews things.
I do too, and I enjoyed her CHA stuff too. She does really good at CHA. She's like you. She gets in there and she gets what we want to know and she brings it to us, and I really like that.
Yeah, she's also doing a tag a day too. So maybe she can explain a little bit about that too, where she does a tag every day.
Is she doing that for the whole year, or was that a month? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I don't remember either.
We need to find out. That's pretty cool. A lot of people jumped in that and started. She even has a Facebook group for it and everything.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. One more thing that Melody and I have not talked to you guys about, and we thought we would go ahead and share this with you so that nobody freaks out when they don't see the show for a little while. Because we're like, we better start explaining what our plan is. So, as you guys, well, you probably don't know. I'll give you a little backstory real quick. This show kind of came about as Melody and I were just kind of chatting one day, and we were just kind of like, you know, we could do a little talk show and have it all about crafting, and so we just kind of did it because, well, my theory for 2016 was I'm just going to try things and not say no to it, and so I thought, let's just try it. I don't know what Melody thought when we thought about it.
Oh, I just thought it was a great idea and thought it sounded like fun.
So we've been kind of doing this off the cuff, and we've learned a lot of stuff about live, and we want to advance the show even more and make it clearer and better for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a season 1. So you're in season 1 now. It's going to end May the 23rd. That's going to be the end of season 1. So you'll still see us all through April and most of the way through May. Then we're going to take a little time off of actual broadcasting so we can work in behind the scenes and see what we can do to kind of make the show better for you guys. And we'll be back for season 2 August 1st. Did I say everything, Mel?
I think so. And they can also join us in our Facebook group, This Crafty Life Live. It's not like we're leaving. You know, we'll still be around, and we still might do some other shows, like we did the Cricut Q&A, and we did a YouTube video on how to get the most out of YouTube, which a lot of people have learned a lot from that. So if you're not familiar with how YouTube works and all the features and benefits you as a viewer get, you need to watch that video. But we're going to try to come up with a few more things, and we'll still be in our group, so if you have more ideas or want more people, let us know.
Yeah, we could probably keep going, but we think to make the show even better, we need to kind of get into the back room of the live and kind of learn that a little more because we want it to be really sharp for you guys. The other thing, like Melody said, we're not going anywhere. It's just kind of like if there's other shows you watch and there's a season break, that's kind of what they do is they work behind the scenes. They're still working, and the show will be great when it comes back. And like Melody said, we already have a couple of topics that we've been wanting to do in our This Crafty Life Live extras that we've done before. We've got a couple topics we want to do, so we're going to work on that over the summer. We're not taking the time off. We'll actually probably be working harder behind the scenes then, so don't think we're not laying back and having a cool drink by the pool. Although we might do that too. But here's something we are going to work on, and I'm kind of calling my YouTube friends out, and Melody was already one that was called out. So tell them what we did this weekend, Mel, what we did and freaked everybody out.
It freaked me out. My video was awful. We did a 10-minute card challenge, and my plan was to just do it and upload it to YouTube, but Maymay suggested I do it on Periscope at the last minute while I was watching Ken's Creations also did it. So I was going to go, I don't remember what I was doing, but I was going to go do something, and I was getting ready to record. Then I saw Ken was doing it and his Periscope, so I thought I would join that and share that and watch what he did. He was freaking out too. I wasn't the only one. And everyone says I should do it right after him, and I feel like it was a mess. So, and I don't like the way my card turned out, so what I plan on doing is to do the card the way I had planned it in my head during the 5-minute challenge and show both. So I'm going to show my disaster of the video, and then I'm going to show you how I plan to really have it look.
I think you should time how long it takes you to do it the way you really wanted it.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing that too.
Yeah. But that's not going to end. I got to tell you, we got the best feedback from that day because, of course, I'm a Periscope addict, and so I encouraged all my other Periscope YouTubers to do theirs on Periscope too. So we ended up with, like, I want to say it was 2.5 hours of straight card making on Periscope Saturday. And so we were getting all this feedback about what a great way to spend a Saturday morning, and I really enjoyed seeing everybody. And so someone, and it's so bad for me on Periscope, I can't write down who's saying what, but someone suggested we call it like the Card Olympics, and we do this more often. So we're thinking, and listen, I'm talking to all my YouTube buddies, we're thinking about calling it the Craft Olympics, so we're not just doing cards, and making this something we do, I don't know, once a quarter, twice a year. It's a pretty big undertaking for us, so it's not something we can do every month. by no means, but it's probably something we could do more often because I had a good time and I enjoyed the cross. Like Melody, I bet you did too. I enjoyed getting to meet other people's subscribers and viewers too because they were coming into my stuff too.
Yes, that was fun to see different people. And Georgia, also, she did the sketches for us. She made 3 sketches for us, and so she assigned everybody a sketch to do. And for those of you that didn't watch or don't know what we're talking about, we were given the sketch. We had to look at it 5 minutes before we started making the card. So we had no idea what we were getting. It was fun.
Yeah, and I got diamonds.
Hey guys, in the chat, Linda said she loved it and she thought it was cool, but she caught herself holding her breath the whole 10 minutes.
You and me both.
I found it more stressful because we had a timer too. You know, I thought it was more stressful having the timer and knowing I have to get this done. I think I could possibly get it done in 10 minutes, maybe, if I wasn't under the pressure. But that pressure was really scary. I probably couldn't have anyway. I didn't get mine done in 10 minutes.
The minute I started that timer, my heart started to race. Like,
yeah.
I had not stressed about it at all. I was kind of like, oh, it's a card. It can't be that hard, right? But I really challenged myself not to pull anything out. Like I said, if it's sitting at my desk, it's fine, but I'm not going to pull paper or anything. So as soon as that timer went 9:59, whoosh, I freaked out. Hey, I want to tell everybody who participated so you guys can go see the videos. Now, a lot of us have catch.me accounts, so you can go see our periscopes on our catch.me's. You can just look that up. You can go to catch.me and look up Maymay or look up all of these folks too. But here's who participated, and I want you guys to go check them out. And I'll be sure to put this in the blog post today too. It was Melody, Crafts by Two, Ken's Creation, and Sean Salutations. They participated as well. Dana Kersey Joy, she's on YouTube. Lisa Jones, Ian Garland, Christopher Allen from Christopher Allen Designs. Lori, is it Noonamaker or Noonmaker? I never say it right.
Noonamaker, I think.
I think so too. So Lori Noonamaker. Florette Bloom, which I bet a lot of you guys don't know her from YouTube. You need to go check her out. She has a great line of stamps too. And Edith Ray from Scrapbooking with Me. So I'll make sure to put that in the blog post today so you can go see what we did this weekend, and then you'll not want to miss the future ones. And we'll make sure you get them because we had a lot of help from Georgia. We appreciate her so much keeping us. Look, when you got to work with a bunch of YouTubers,
Georgia helps us a lot.
But working with a bunch of YouTubers is not easy, is it, Georgia?
No. But it was fun. It was really, really fun.
And I'm also going to make a playlist of all the YouTube videos. So you can watch all those once I get mine done. And Crafts by Two is also not up on YouTube yet either. So once we get ours done, I'm going to make a playlist for everyone to watch. So everybody, you're watching this video on my channel, so subscribe. I just found out recently 80% of the viewers or views on my video are not from subscribers. So please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. You can go watch our video. We'll put a link to that below in this video. I'll do that.
I'm going to make notes. Hold on.
Huh?
I'm making notes. Playlist and link to that video.
Yeah. Hey,
guys. Bobby wants to know if there's going to be a season finale and will there be a cliffhanger?
What do you suggest for a cliffhanger?
You know what we should do for a cliffhanger?
Don't finish it until next season.
Melody, this is what we should do. We should start our crochet project.
Oh.
And see if we finish by season 2.
That is a good idea. Because Maymay and I both suggested that we start by this video to do a crochet project. And we were cleaning up the craft room a little. And crochet needles. So I'm like, oh, I need those. I have to do a project by tomorrow. And it never happened.
I just have to say this. I'm sorry. I laughed out loud. I was not laughing at you, Melody. I was laughing at a comment in the chat. where Cutter Punk said she thinks that y'all need to have a dynasty-style cat fight.
No, that's Daryl. And Daryl said he thinks we need to have, it's Cutter Punk, but you've got to meet Daryl. We'll have to introduce you. But he said we should have a dynasty-style cat fight.
It just got me. I had to laugh. Sorry.
Bobby Fort says, who shot Melody Lane? And the next season, it will be just a dream.
You guys are too much.
That is perfect. I love it. We need writers. That's what we need. You guys, contact us if we have writers for the show.
It looks like somebody reminded us that Melody Lane has a birthday coming up in a few days.
Yes, I do. April 4th.
Yay, Mel! When's our next show around that?
April 11th.
Well, we'll have to remember that. You guys, all right, I'll leave that up to the faithful watchers. We'll have to do something special for Mel. Love to see that person.
This cake?
Can you blow up the candle?
No. It doesn't go out. Then there's a birthday hat. Look, I get to wear the hat.
You're jumping the gun. You should say that's the cliffhanger. Will she have those on or not?
But April 11th, I'm going to be more excited about. April 13th or 14th, around then, I'm going to Utah with Crafts by 2, and we're going to go to Cricut headquarters. Take a tour.
That's going to be super fun. Maybe you can take us along.
Yeah, I'm going to try to video as much as I can. There will be spaces. They told us that we can't have our phones or camera or anything.
We understand that. There has to be something behind the curtain.
But the Cricut guy's going to be there. You know, the man in the Cricut outfit?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to get a video with the Cricut man.
I hope you do. Any questions, Vince?
No, we've been going along, so we're good.
We've been chatting with them. Let's jump into what today's show is all about, okay? We put out the challenge to you guys. This Crafty Life. What are you doing in your crafty life? We love to see what you're doing. I know that you forget that we're just like you guys, and when we're looking through our Facebook feed or through our YouTube feed, we love seeing projects and learning how to do them just like you do. So the challenge was, show us what you're doing. So we had lots of people participate. It was amazing. And if you want to see what those projects were, it's super easy to find them. On any social media platform, be it Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere, you type in hashtag ThisCraftyLife, and everyone that tagged their project, it'll pop up so you can go see it. So you can go to Instagram, anywhere, and see what everybody's been doing. But we chose 3 projects we really wanted to show you today. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to start with Georgia, because some of you probably know Georgia's recovering from some surgery, and she might have to leave us a little early because we don't want to keep her here any longer than she feels like she can. But we're going to start with Georgia, and she made something you guys have to see. So, Georgia, first, come in and let's chat. So this is Georgia. Georgia, tell us about yourself real quick.
Well, I'm a mom, grandma. Nobody lives close. My life is crafting pretty much, and my puppies. So I do a lot of crafting and really just about anything. I have a hard time staying on one project. My mind goes too many different directions.
Now, before we get too far into this, you also have a YouTube channel, so we'll add it to the blog post today, but you tell us the name of your channel.
Yeah, my channel is Georgia's Crafty Creations, and the only reason I started it was I got one of the Tauto machines, and when I went to find out how to use it, there were no videos on it. So I just started doing, like, videos as I trial and error and let people see it as I go to learn it. But I want to expand it and putting projects on too.
On your channel, so we can see. Now that machine, is that the screen printing machine?
No, the Tauto, it will hot foil, letterpress, die cut, emboss. It's got a large learning curve to it, but when it works, the hot foiling is phenomenal if it really works.
Well, that's awesome. So we can learn something new from your channel. So everybody head over to Georgia's channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss as she brings new projects, including, hopefully soon when she's feeling better, this card. She's got to show you. It's amazing.
Yes. Well, this card, actually, I do have everything ready for the video. I just didn't get it done before surgery. But that card, you know, everybody does the easel cards or double easels. And when I wasn't feeling well, I searched YouTube for different projects. I found the idea of a triple easel, but they just did it like straight. So I wanted to try it using different shapes. So I actually did these at the Crop To It event. This is a small one. It's just 3 layers, and then as it folds up easy, oop, yeah, it's not that easy. And then it folds flat like this to set. So that was one. That's the one I'm going to show in my video when I do it.
So does that fit in an A2 size envelope?
I don't know yet. I haven't measured it to make the envelope yet. I have to measure it and then make the envelope for it. But it folds up nice.
It looks like it might fit in a 5x7 envelope.
Actually, I think it'd be smaller than 5x7, this one. But then I also made a larger one because I wanted to try with different shapes. This is my favorite that I had planned to keep for myself, but I'm going to give it away today. This is actually a sea-themed one. I don't know if you can see that. And it has different layers, like, and Maymay, the little girl, is actually my first cut with scan and cut that I did. She was a stamp. I love that machine.
I do too.
And the back just has floral on it. So
you guys heard Georgia say that's a giveaway today, so that's part of the prize pack for one lucky winner.
Both cards will be given away.
Oh, you're going to do both cards?
Yes. Yeah, I'll do both. But this one is actually probably my favorite card I've ever made. So
Pretty.
It's really beautiful. What was your inspiration for that card?
Well, on YouTube, I kept finding single and doubles, and somebody did a triple, but I can't remember who because I watched so many videos that day. I was video hopping. But they did it like with just the straight card. You know, just a normal straight. And I like doing different shapes. As you know, I did the diamonds. I like to challenge and do something different.
Do I know she did the diamonds? Yes. She's talking about the card sketch she created. We had 3 different card sketches. Mine had diamonds. And so in 10 minutes, I was freaking out trying to learn how to cut a diamond shape without any math skills. I had 0. It was super fun, though. So if you heard her say both of those cards are giveaways today, that's super awesome. So Georgia also helps us on This Crafty Life Live. You want to tell us about that, Georgia?
Well, Maymay and Melody asked for people to email about being an intern, and I just really want to learn everything, so I emailed them, and some Providence, they chose me. And I'm having a blast with it. It's really fun.
They're
awesome
with our blog and getting things ready for the guest and emailing.
She does an amazing job. She keeps us on our toes, which I love because we get a little scattered. We were just talking about that this morning, Mel, how our brains are full.
Yeah, I feel like I need an assistant in my real life. I need an assistant in my internet life, but I do it all by myself, except for this show. Maymay and Georgia and Vinny helps too, but I need more.
Hey, Georgia, someone asked if you could hold your card a little more to the right. They think they could see it better.
Which
so show
one?
That one more time.
Which card?
Do your favorite one. Let's see it.
Can you see it?
There we go. That looks really good. Maybe turn it to the side to show them the side view.
And this one, I put texture on the base to kind of mimic the beach.
Oh, that's cool. I really want to challenge myself to try one of those cards.
They're really fun. And then I got a DVD in the mail this week from Create and Craft, and they actually have a twisted easel card. So I want to try that one. It kind of twists when you set it up.
Is it twisted triple or just twisted?
No, it's just a single, but my goal is double or triple.
Ooh, girl.
No. I don't know how the twisted one will work, but we're going to check it out.
I would like to see that. So I'm going to be watching your channel for that. I'm already subscribed. So let's make sure other people go and subscribe.
Well,
also, Melody, can we put her channel in the chat? Someone asked about that. Is that possible? Georgia, what was your channel name again?
Georgia's Crafty Creations.
I don't want to open any more links.
Oh, I got you. So we'll make sure we put them in the blog post so everybody can get to everybody. So we have more talented crafters on the show today. And did Vince just say something?
No.
Okay. I want to make sure I'm not over talking you. So I'm noticing that I don't see a lot of questions in the chat right now. There might be some that pop up, but let's keep looking at some incredible projects. So I was looking through our feed, and I saw paper flowers. And I'm just going to tell you guys, I get so many requests to do paper flowers. And when I saw these, I thought, I'm not sure I will be able to do them as much justice as Shirley did. Shirley's with us today, and she made an incredible paper flower bouquet. And so we asked her to come on the show and talk to us about that. So let's say hey to Shirley. So Shirley,
Hello.
Tell us about yourself and if you have a channel and all that good stuff.
All right, I do have a channel, but I don't do anything on it. I don't video. As you can see, my light is not very good. I just like to make stuff.
So do you have one of your flowers to show us today?
I do. As I said before, I sold that bouquet that I made, so I just had to make some more, or just one. I just made one of these little curly ones. And that's what it was called. I found it on YouTube somewhere called Curly Flowers. And I made, the bouquet had these two different kinds. And I couldn't find the YouTube video on these, so I had to try to figure out how I made these. But I did a couple of them. And this one. It's kind of ragged looking, but it's similar to what I did. And I kind of have a piece of it. I can kind of tell you how I did it if you want me to.
Please do.
All right. You just cut a strip of paper about 2 by 8, and I dropped something. And cut little, I don't know if you can see it or not, little strips like that. Fold it down that way. And then you just start curling the edges. See that?
Oh.
You just take the little thing, something, I have a little pick thing, and you just curl it like that. And I have to get the thing that I dropped. Hang on. And the stem I made out of a piece of paper, just about 2 by, I think it's 11. And I just take the thing and kind of curl it. And then you just take and you roll it diagonally and you make a stem like this out of the paper. I mean, you could use a stick or anything you want for the stem, but that'll make a stem. And you just roll it, and you pull it out, and pull it, roll it tight, and it gets smaller and smaller and longer. And then glue, of course, with the wonderful art glitter glue. But anyway, and then on the little curly flower, you just take the stem, whichever end you want. One end's a little bigger than the other one, and you just start gluing it, and you're rolling it around.
Hold it up a little higher.
They're real easy to make. I mean, you just glue it as you go, just twist it around.
Oh.
It's just a little time consuming because you have to roll each one of these little things, but you can do 2 at once. But you just twist it around and you glue it as you go. And then you get your little curly flower. I don't know what they're called. Curly flowers is all I called them.
Those are not wisteria.
What?
Mel, you talk.
I just said those are really pretty.
Oh, well, thank you.
It reminds me of
go on.
You know the flower,
Sorry.
the purple flower wisteria that hangs down like this?
Oh.
That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. But you can look on YouTube.
Show us the daisy one more time.
There's 2 of them. it has a little thing in the center. And that's basically the same thing as the other one. You just take the thing like that you cut. What do I do with the thing? And then you just roll that around the stem like that. You know, you just roll it around, glue it together. This has like 3 layers, and then once you get to this part, you just kind of smush it down. I took the bone folder and curled it a little bit like that, and that's it. They're really easy to make. I love making flowers. I've made several different kinds.
I really thought that was harder to do.
No, it's not really hard. It kind of looks hard, you know, when you look at it, because it's like, oh gosh, how'd you do that? But it's easy. Just time consuming.
That will be perfect for like your spring centerpieces. You could do those for weddings. You could pop those out really quick too.
I just sat there watching TV while I was doing the curling the little things with, you know, on the ends there. And didn't take very long. You go on this Crafty Life Live Facebook, you know, like you said earlier, and find the picture. I wish I had the flowers to show, but I made them for a friend, and she gave them to her daughter for her baby shower. So I don't have them to show. But they turned out cute.
I think they're amazing. I want to try to do some of my own. Y'all may see a YouTube video coming out because I think those are super cool. I want to play with that. And you know what I'm thinking for the stem? I love paper straws, but I never know where to use them. Love it for that.
Yeah, that would work.
Also, you're going to participate in our giveaway today, too. You have a little something for us that we're going to give away?
Yes. The Anna Griffin folders.
She's going to give away a set of 4 Anna Griffin embossing folders. So in that prize pack now, we have 2 cards from Georgia and Anna Griffin embossing folders from Shirley. So we're getting there. We're getting a pretty good pack built up, right? There's more to come, too, because Mel and I are jumping in on that one as well. Well, Shirley, thank you so much. That was awesome. I cannot believe how easy those are.
Well, thank you for having me. That was fun.
We are not done, guys. We still have more. I cannot wait for you to see this. But before we get there, I want to ask, is there anything going on in the chat we should cover?
I just want to say shout out to the Art Sherpa, Cinnamon, and the Frugal Crafter, Lindsay, are both in our chat.
I bet they know. I bet Lindsay knows a thing or two about paper flowers, if I had to guess. So say hello to them in our chat, guys. We're so glad they're here today. And, okay, so for project number 3, there's a whole reason that I wanted you guys to see this. Melody actually saw I think you saw the YouTube video on this, right? Didn't you?
No, well, I searched this Crafty Life, or searched our hashtag CraftyLifeLive. What is the hashtag? I keep forgetting. This Crafty Life. I posted the other one. I knew it was 3 letters of our title. So I searched that, looking at all the projects people were sharing, and I saw these, and I thought, oh, now that's different. It's not just a card or just a paper craft, so I thought that would be a cool one to share.
Tell us what you saw.
I saw some carrots made out of burlap by Tracy. So, what was that?
So Tracy's with us today, too. We want to introduce you to her. So, Tracy, say hello to everyone. Now, Tracy made a really cool project. When Melody mentioned this project to me, everybody knows I went, burlap? Okay. I was like, you said burlap. It's a project. I want to see it. So, Tracy, tell us about you and if you have a channel and all that good stuff.
Sorry, you're kind of cutting out a little bit.
Tell us about you and your YouTube channel.
Okay. My name is Tracy. I'm in Texas, actually the home of Bluebell Ice Cream. Those of y'all in the South that are familiar with Bluebell, we're actually the home of Bluebell. So I have been crafting for a long time, and I've had a YouTube channel since 2009. I started out with more card making, goodie bags, that kind of thing, and was on the design team for my pink stamper for about 3 years. So my videos, older videos, are going to be more card making, that kind of thing. But in 2013, I was under the name Craft Junkie 2, but in 2013 I took a break. I came back to my original crafty name, which was Country Charm Tracy, and I've been sharing DIY. Actually, my little slogan thing is sharing crafty ideas with a bit of country charm. I love to share ideas, I love to share tips, and I love to inspire others because that's where I get the inspiration. And so my videos are all about mostly burlap. It has I love to just share what I like, and so I have built my community up with those type of things. And so here are the carrots that I shared the video tutorial, and I love Maymay, I love Melody. I catch all of their shows. Most of the time I have to watch it on the playback because I do work full-time actually, so I have to watch it on, playback, but I watch it every time. And when they said, we wonder what you have to do, I jumped right in and I shared some projects with the hashtag ThisCraftyLife. So I was very honored. I'm very honored that they asked me to see my burlap carrots. So thank you for having me.
So tell us what I think this is exciting. Tell us what you're giving away today.
Actually, I'm very excited to give away 3 carrots to put in with the prize package. And, so very excited to be creating these for a lucky winner and shipping them out to that person.
I think they're really cool, and I want to tell you why. I'm a snowman fan. And in the spring, we can find carrots everywhere. There's, plastic carrots and every kind of carrot you can imagine. But in the wintertime, when I want to make my snowman, I can't find carrots. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, now imagine the snowman noses we can make with your burlap carrot technique.
That's right.
I'm very excited about that. We actually did a snowman last year, and somebody was asking about making the carrot noses, and I used geomesh, and it just didn't look the same. The burlap is the way to go because it's a little thicker. I love the way it looks. Now, you said you have a full tutorial of this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can find that.
The tutorial is called Spring Burlap Carrots.
We'll put a link to it below in the description and on our blog post for this show.
Now, Tracy, when you did those, you framed them, didn't you? They're not individual. How did that look?
Actually, what I did, that was just for purposes. How I have them, because I actually kept these for myself. I use monkey.com to make collages for my YouTube thumbnails and stuff. I'm a huge PicMonkey user, and so I just put a frame around the actual picture.
Well, that's really cute because it sparked my idea. I thought, it'd be cute to have the 3 carrots in a picture frame and hanging on the wall. How cute. Mm-hmm.
And that is what I do. I like to share my ideas and share that creativity so that the viewer can take and do what they want with it. And so I just have this little wire basket that I got from Walmart. And so this is how I have them on my mantle.
Now tell us, you told us a little bit about what you had done in the past on your channel. What can we see in the future? What kind of stuff do you have coming up on your channel for us?
Well, what I have is I just filmed a DIY. I love to do a lot of things with canvas, so I have some things coming up. I have a tutorial on how to create these fabric rosettes, and so I just finished filming this start to finish, and so I'll be uploading that soon, hopefully in the next week. And then I love to do these little mini lighted trees. This is my one that I did for spring. I also do a lot of painting. And this is just a recycled can. I think it's like a chicken can. And I just paint them and decorate these little trees. So I actually have a tutorial on my channel as well. It's the kind of stuff that you'll see. It's just a lot of country little DIY. Sometimes I will share a finished project, and then I will tell my viewers exactly what I used, so then if they want to, you know, recreate it themselves, they can.
I love that canvas. And that you said those were fabric rosettes.
Yes, ma'am. And I have a tutorial on my channel as well of how to create rosettes. I show them out of muslin fabric. You can use the same technique. This is just printed gingham and different, you know, different patterns and prints. And I just made little rosettes, and then these right here, these little white ones, are just white burlap, and I just stuck that in there. I'll be having this full tutorial in the next, hopefully I'm going to get it uploaded this week.
That is really, really neat. I love it. I appreciate you coming on the show as well and adding to our prize package. Now, if you've been to our show before, you know there has to be a secret word for you guys to be able to get in on the prize package. But before we give you that, I'm going to let Melody tell you what she's given to the prize pack, as well as she can say what I'm giving too and fill that in, and you can give us our secret word, Mel.
Okay, I'm giving 5 sets of my digital paper, and it's 5 sets you get to choose from. You can go to Melodylanedesigns.com and choose whatever 5 sets you want and let me know. And then Maymay has a stamp set. Maymay, do they get to choose the stamp set?
Well, it's fine with me. If I have it in stock, they can choose it.
Okay. So anyone she has in stock, you can choose the stamp set. And our crafty word for today is crafty. Or our secret word for today. I gave it away. The secret word is crafty. And for those of you just tuning in for the first show today, we do a giveaway. You only have 24 hours to enter. It'll be a Rafflecopter giveaway, and that will be on our blog, ThisCraftyLifeLive.com. It's not there yet. Our blog post for today is not there yet. So give us a couple hours, and we'll have everything set up for that. And then from when it's posted, I'll make it go till tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Time or Eastern Time. So I'll give you a few extra hours. And for those of you watching the replay, you can still enter if you enter in time. And all you need to do is enter your the secret code crafty. Do not share that code in the comments of the video. They'll be deleted.
Yes, because we want it to be in the Rafflecopter. But it's pretty easy. Once you click on that little link to that giveaway, you'll be able to just follow yourself through and put in the secret word and win. And we will be sending, it'll be one winner. I want to make sure I clarify this. It's one winner who wins the entire package of gifts. So all of the giveaways go to one person. So be sure to get in there, and we will announce the winner tomorrow, 24 hours away. Now, what's going on in the chat? You guys have been watching it?
Well, there's just folks commenting on how cute everything is, ask a couple of questions about different folks' channel names, but you guys covered that already and answered those, and so everybody's loving it today, looks like.
Looks like we have a lot of people from Texas.
Ooh.
Me. And they love the flowers, and they love all the projects shown. Oh, here's a question. I recently resized the SVG Tea Time pop-up card for a promotional idea. The front panel was 5.5. Question is there a way to separate the bundled images downloaded from SVG? I think that just depends on how the SVG is made.
That's what I was going to say. It's going to depend on how they give you the SVG, like how they did it when they created it. Because if they created it in pieces, you'll be able to use it in pieces. But if they created it all together, I think
it depends on the software you're using and how it was created.
It gets a little more technical because depending on the software and how savvy you are with your software, you probably could, and I know that you could, manipulate it in many different ways. But I'm thinking if it's just something you're uploading straight to maybe your software like your Design Space or something like that, it's going to be pretty much how they built the SVG. So a little bit more complicated if you're trying to change it up.
And Cinnamon says, be sure to like, comment, and share this video. Help Crafty Life and give the love. Not the
secret word.
Thank you, Cinnamon.
Yes. Here's what Lindsay's saying. This is the part that we were talking about. Okay. If you have some experience in Inkscape or SCal, which is Shortcut to Light software, you can ungroup and break apart that SVG. So it's going to depend on your experience level. But here's what I suggest, and I want y'all to know I do it to this day. Yesterday was Easter, obviously, and so we took some time off of social media, which means I got to do some fun stuff yesterday. And I spent about 4 hours watching Inkscape tutorials because I just love Inkscape. If you don't know what that is, it's a free download software that you can use for building your SVGs and your PDFs and just everything you can imagine. And so I spent a lot of time watching some videos. So here's what I suggest. Search on YouTube. You can learn everything on YouTube. I've learned everything about every program I use on YouTube. So that's a good question. That's a good way to go learn how to do that ungrouping and manipulating and all that good stuff of those SVG files. Search it on YouTube.
Now, Chandra asks, she says, I create a SVG in Illustrator and import it into Design Space. I can view it and it looks good, but once it's imported, it is blank. How do I fix this?
Melody, I'm going to go to you first if you don't know.
I don't know. I don't make that many SVGs. I have made some, but I spend a lot of time watching videos and following along the videos to actually make it, and I did not. So I don't make SVGs, so I can't answer that.
It happened to me the other night, and I'm going to tell you how I fixed it. And it's going to depend on the software you're using. In my software, in Inkscape, when I create a project, it goes on a document. And if I don't have that image on my document when I save it, I'm basically saving a blank document. And this may sound a little weird, but the other night I did it, and I was trying to move the project into Design Space, and when I did, it was blank. And I'm like, why is this blank? I didn't have my image on my document when I saved it. So, you know, my software thought, hey, you just saved a blank image, a blank page. So that could be part of the problem without seeing exactly what's going on. But you can always message us, too. If you want to message me or if you want to message Melody, we'll be more than happy to. If we can't, you know, answer for you, we'll search and find something for you. But, yeah, make sure your images that you're creating are on your document so when you save them, they'll move over there. Any more questions?
No, I think that's it. Let's see, there was a paper question. What's the best paper to use in CCR for print and cut? My Cricut is not reading the score lines that I'm using. I am using glossy photo paper.
It could be because you're using glossy photo paper. Could try go over it with a Sharpie, and because it's glossy, it could be the light in the room also. Some people have closed their top on their Explorer so the light is less, so you don't get a glare on your paper.
And some people turn the light out in their craft room.
Yeah.
You can also, this was a tip, Melody, I think you shared this tip with me. You know, that glossy paper reflects the light when it's trying to read. And if you use a Sharpie, sometimes it's still got a little reflection to it. You can take an X-Acto and cut that registration mark out and put black paper behind it. Yeah. And that mattifies it. And so sometimes it'll read it better if you're having struggle with that. Mine just reads it. Mine does not have any. I got lucky, I guess, because mine just reads whatever I stick in there.
Mine does too. It's really hard to help people that have problems when you don't have the problems yourself.
Or when you're not there. If I'm there, I can go, oh, here it is. Let me do this. You see anything else?
Yeah. Clarette asked if she puts vinyl on a cutting board, can she put it in a dishwasher afterwards?
Depends on the vinyl.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it just because of the heat of the dishwasher, but it really just depends. I have regular vinyl on my car, on the outside of my car. It's not even outdoor vinyl. It's been on there for over 2 years, and it's been through car washes. The last car wash I went through, I don't wash my car that often because I don't drive it very often, but I wanted to get all the salt off from the winter, so I did a hot wax, and then right before I'm like, oh no, my butterflies. So afterwards the butterflies were still there after this hot car wash. So it just depends, I think. I don't think I would chance putting it in the dishwasher. If it's a cutting board, I would just wash it by hand.
The point that Melody's making there, it's really important you guys hear this. What's on her car is Cricut vinyl, plain Cricut vinyl, nothing special. She didn't order the outdoor vinyl or anything for that, and it's been on there for 2 years. But I will tell you that I have a cup. As a matter of fact, I had it this morning in my hand, and I use the Oracle outdoor vinyl that I cut on my Cricut, and it's very fine detail, and it's on like an insulated cup, and I run it through the dishwasher all the time, and nothing has come off of it. So here's what I would suggest. Get the vinyl, put it on something as a test, and put that test in the dishwasher. Now, do I think it's going to hold up over forever? I don't believe it'll hold up forever. I believe at some point that adhesive will start to break down. But I've been putting that cup in the dishwasher for as long as I've had my Cricut because I did it really early on. And but I love Oracle vinyl. There's just something about how well it sticks and how well it does. So I always say do a test because what is it? It's a little bit of vinyl and a run it through the dishwasher. That's what I would try.
Cool.
What else we got going on in there?
Well, several folks are kind of talking back and forth to one another about different things. We did have some person make a comment on a PNG file to a printing cut. See, that's Chandra again. She says, when I import PNG files to printing cut, I only want the border cut, not the inside of the border. Does anyone work with imported PNG files?
You have to, when you bring it in, you have to clean it up into Design Space. It will only cut out the outside image if you just clean up the outside. If it has a border, say like a coloring book type thing, if you clean up the inside, like the white on the inside, it will cut all that out to only give you the border. If that makes sense.
So basically, when you upload the image, this is my standard. When I upload an image into Design Space, I go ahead and call it complex. Like, I don't know if I have to, but I do. And then I go in and use the little cleanup tool, and I clean it all out. So even though it being a PNG file just means it doesn't have a background on it, it's just the image there. So even though I just have the image and a clear background, it doesn't mean that the inside of the image was created clear. But when you open it in your Design Space, you can just use the little tool and click in those spaces you don't want and clean them up. And don't forget, there's a preview button. So be sure to preview before you move into it into your project. That way you'll know exactly what's being cut.
Yeah.
And then Kim asked a question about her cartridges with her Cricut. Can you take the old Cricut cartridges and put them in the Cricut Air?
Yeah, all the cartridges work with the Cricut Explorer. The Cricut Explorer Air and Cricut Explorer 1, they're all the same machine pretty much. And all the old Cricut cartridges work with them. But if your cartridge is linked to somebody else's account, you will not be able to link them to your account, so you will not be able to use them. You can only use cartridges that are linked to your Cricut account. If you've linked them to Cricut Craft Room in the past, they're already linked to Design Space. Because when you're linking to Design Space or linking to Cricut Craft Room, you're only linking it to your account. So you can access that account anywhere on any computer, and they'll be linked for you to use already.
I also saw a question that's probably a Melody question. It was when we'll be able to cut and print larger images. But if Melody doesn't know an answer, I have an idea for you.
They haven't announced that yet.
Okay. Lori Nunemaker has just recently done, I think, 3 videos on print then cut, and I haven't got to watch the latest one, but I'm super excited to. She just really has a grasp on doing that. And like if you saw her 10-minute card challenge she did with us, she pulled out a basket full of print then cut things she's done. I would refer you to her channel, which I think is Lori Nunemaker, right? Is that the name of it?
Yeah. And you can print 6.5 by 8.5 if you use Firefox or Safari or another one. She explains it in her latest video. I just watched it the other day. So you get most of the page used for the print and cut.
She even shows, I think, was it her? She shows where you flip the page and put it in your printer and don't even waste it. Like a lot of people think there's wasted paper, but you can flip it over and run it through your printer and use the back side also. So go check out Lori's channel. She does some amazing stuff like that.
Melody, did you see Lindsay's question? She says all of her cartridges are linked to my Gypsy. Would they work in Design Space?
Link your Gypsy to Cricut Craft Room. I suggest do this as soon as possible before your Gypsy dies. I did it the first day it was available. So if you link them to the Cricut Craft Room, then they will be linked to Design Space. And if you have trouble with that, call support and they will help you.
Any more questions? Everybody got quiet. Did I lose you?
Okay. Here's another question, Mel. I thought I answered it, but I didn't. I didn't answer the right question. Is the Design Space app available for Android yet?
Not yet. You can go to cricut.com/Android, and then you can sign up to get the news on the Android app. Talking about apps, Maymay and I also have an app, and they're for Android too. Yours is on Android now, Maymay?
Yep.
And mine is too. I did a push notification for this show. I think I uploaded the show to remind people to watch and did a push notification so you got a reminder right away that our show was live. And I also have links to all of our This Crafty Life live videos in the app and Cricut Design Space tutorials and things like that and links to everything.
But Melody has a video on her channel that she just put up showing you how to use her app. Oh my goodness, go watch this, because I'm going to tell you something. I learned how to use other people's apps from watching Melody do her video on her app. I was like, that's what those 3 lines are for, and that's what that little button is for, and it was amazing, Melody. You did a great job.
Thank you.
So, did I see another question? I thought I did.
Yeah, one person asked, what weight of paper is best to print digital files for journals?
I always love, here's the thing. I love to print on 110, on 110-pound paper. I love to print on it. I love to cut it. I think it's gorgeous, and I love how it looks. But my printer sometimes doesn't like 110-pound paper. So what I suggest is use the heaviest paper your printer will accept. What do you think, Mel?
Yeah, I say use whatever you want to use for your journal.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I wanted to say too, because Lindsay, now I'm looking at the chat over here because I get distracted if I look any other time. She's right about this. I probably wouldn't link it if you're worried about your scowl not being able to work anymore too. I would be leery of that. Would you?
Well, I don't think it has anything to. She doesn't have to link her machine, and the scowl is hooked to the machine. She only has to hook her Gypsy to the computer. So unplug your Expression if you want. So you can still use that.
That makes sense. I didn't get that when we were talking about that.
Yeah, so if you plug in your Gypsy to your computer to Cricut Craft Room, then you'll be able to hook the Gypsy to Cricut Craft Room. It has nothing to do with your Expression.
Good deal. I didn't know that. It's been a long time since I've used Scout, and it's been a long time since I've used. I never got a Gypsy. I loved them. Now I have my phone.
I got a Gypsy like 2 months before Cricut Craft Room came out, and I liked Cricut Craft Room better, so I just used that.
Someone said, what's Melody's favorite color? This is the last question for the day. Ready for this? What's Melody's favorite color? Everybody knows. What is it, Mel?
It's purple.
Purple. She's a purple fan. Hey, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. It is noon. It is time for you guys to go pick up some lunch. Actually, it's 1 o'clock where Mel is, so she's probably past lunchtime. Be sure to write down the secret word so when our blog post goes live, you guys will be able to go enter and to win. And we'll have a blog post. Give us an hour to 2. It depends. We got to let this process and go do some typing up on that, and we'll get it ready. But when the blog post is ready, we will share it in our Facebook group, This Crafty Life Live. Thanks so much to all the folks in the chat today. That was super fun. I loved having, we had Cinnamon and Lindsay. You guys, go check out their channels as if you don't already know them. Go check them out and give them some love, too, and tell them that we sent you. Mel, what am I forgetting?
I don't know. Next show, April 11th, is on Maymay's channel, so make sure you go to Maymay's channel and subscribe to her. The links for Maymay and I, all of our social media, our addresses, everything is in the description of this video already. So go subscribe to her so you won't miss the next show. I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think we're all caught up. Thanks to our guests today. Thank you, Shirley and Georgia and Tracy. We enjoyed having you guys so much. Their information will be in the blog post as well. And thank you, Vinny.
You bet.
We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.